Check, check. Right, welcome to anyone that might be joining me for today's stream. We're currently positioned at the Austrian Airways terminal in Vienna, Austria. As you can see, it's quite busy there in the background. We'll be making our way to the island of Corfu. Of course, belonging to Greece. As you can see, we're in the beautiful Fenix A320 in the Austrian Airways livery. We're starting from scratch, so she's not even powered up with electricity yet, so let's hop in and get things started. Batteries coming on, and we have external power, as you could hear outside the little diesel generator. We'll tap into that, get the emergency exit lights on, our navigation lights on, crew supply can come on, and ground control can come on. We'll see all the various displays. Ventilation systems spooling up. I forgot GSX is integrated fully into the Fenix aircraft here, so I think we have a PCA unit preconditioned air. We'll say that we're getting the supply from the jetway here. You can actually might hear the subtle sounds of the air conditioning system coming alive. This is so that we don't have to use the APU just yet. Uses fuel and makes a lot of noise. And with regulations becoming more and more environmentally conscious, many airports prohibit the use of APUs until just before you're ready to start your engines. So for that reason, we'll be using the preconditioned air system provided by the airport, which will provide air-conditioned air to the aircraft, as well as the external power supply providing the aircraft with electrical power. So if we go to electrics page here, you can see we're currently tapped into the external power, providing us about 115 volts of electricity of alternating current, alternating at around 400 hertz, and you can see by these green lines we're attached into AC and AC2 buses, and we're also getting our direct current power supply from that, as well as obviously direct current from our batteries, which is what we tapped into initially. If we go to the conditioning page, you can see it doesn't necessarily show that we are plugged into anything, but at least we've got an indication as to what the temperatures are like in the different temperature zones within the aircraft. Before we start powering other systems up, let's just get the annunciator tests out of the way and make sure all our lights are working. And then we can go ahead and start up our IRS units. I want to make sure the battery test is successful with each one. As I understand, that's what's actually happening there when it says on battery. So backup systems, should the primary power supply, say from the external power, the APU or the engines fail, theoretically these guys would then go onto an emergency battery supply. As they power up, we're going to get ourselves set up for the flight here, LOWW to LGKR. This will help with the initialization. We'll align the IRS units there, allowing them to calibrate and become more accurate. So we can start the boarding process. So yeah, the refueling truck will come through first, and then we will start loading it up. So the preliminary load sheet has arrived. I won't accept it yet. The weather, so it's 150.11, Cav OK, 30 degrees, so it's rather warm. The QNH of 1015, set 1016, 1015. That's a line now, standby artificial horizon. All right. So there is some air traffic control online, it seems. Including a delivery controller. So that means we will get our flight plan clearance from him or her. We are AUA 9er Lima, Austria, Air Austria. What's it, Austria? It's probably Austria. Austrian? Let's just check quickly what the call sign is. Austrian Airlines is Austrian. Austrian 9er Lima. We are currently at stand Foxtrot 32, and we'll be requesting our IFR clearance to CORFU as filed. Flight level 360. Oh, yeah, it's 360, I think. I don't have it open. Flight level 200. What on earth did SimBrief do? It's ridiculous. Let's just redo the flight plan here online quickly. Initially it gave me flight level 360. I redid the flight plan and now it's giving me 20,000 feet. Excuse you.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
I don't think I have to do that. It's going to do that automatically for me. We are refueling. I can hear it and you can see the fuel truck is positioned. Excuse me as I just try and readjust this flight plan. 20,000. Let's try 350. All right, we'll just request a different flight level from the controller directly. let's contact the ATIS. This is the departure ATIS is 12173. Not contact, but listen to.
Transition level 110, wind 150 degrees 10 knots, variable between 120 and 180 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature 28, 2.17 QNH 1016, Nozick. This is VMSChat departure information Tango. At 0850 departure runway 16 arrival runway 11, transition level 110, wind 150 degrees 10 knots, variable between 120 and 180 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature 28, 2.17 QNH 1016, Nozick. This is VMSChat departure information Tango. At 0850 departure runway 16 arrival runway
Tango. How do you pronounce that? Is it Ween or Veen? I'm just going to call him delivery.
Veen delivery, Servus, Austrian 05 Charlie, Tango Morestan, Foxtrot 26, request for clearance to Dubrovnik.
Austrian 05 Charlie, wind delivery, Servus, information uniform no current. Cleared Dubrovnik, Stein for Bravo departure, runway 16, initial climb altitude 5000 feet, squawk 1524, QNH 1015.
We'll check information uniform, clear Dubrovnik, Stein for Bravo, runway 16, initial climb 5000, squawk 1524, QNH 1015. 05 Charlie.
Austrian 05 Charlie, feedback correct.
And Veen delivery, Australia 9 Lima, good day. Stand Foxtrot 32 requesting IFR clearance to Corfu as filed. Would like to amend our altitude for flight level 360.
Austrian 9 Lima, wind delivery, Servus, information uniform. Cleared Lima Golf, Kilo Romeo, Stein for Bravo departure, runway 16, initial climb altitude 5000 feet, squawk 1513, QNH 1015, stand by for level change.
Alright, clear to Corfu as filed. Flight level will be confirmed later. It will be the 1 Bravo departure off of runway 16, 5,000 feet initially, and squawk 1513, QNH 1015, Austrian 9 Lima.
Austrian 9 Lima, confirm it's the Stein for Bravo departure.
Apologies, the Stein for Bravo departure for Austrian 9 Lima.
Austrian 9 Lima, read correct.
Alright. That was my bad because I didn't have my flight plans open and I did not actually check to see what.
Austrian 9 Lima, confirm it was level 320 you want to change to?
To flight 0360 if possible.
Roger, level 360, Austrian 9 Lima.
Expect flight level 360, Austrian 9 Lima, thank you. That's 1513. 1513. I'm going to clear it first. 1513. Okay. So they're finishing up now. They've refueled us.
Passengers boarding starting.
So it will be departing off of runway 16. Something sounding like the Stein for Bravo departure. I didn't check this before asking for permit for the clearance, so yeah. hope we can make 360. That was, I'm pretty sure that's what SimBrief gave me initially. I don't know why SimBrief changed its mind. So we had the Stein 2 Alpha initially. So we'll just update it to the, that's because it's the wrong runway. Well, it's not the wrong runway. Oh, runway 16, yeah it is. So SimBrief put us on runway 11. I understand it's going to be runway 16 for us.
Austrian 4 to Golf, go ahead.
Austrian 4 to Golf, Airbus A320, Foxtrot 16, information uniform requesting sudden clearance to our team.
You can hear the boarding music. Speaking of
Austrian
which, I
4
should have
to
boarding
Golf, information uniform, cleared Athens, ASIN 1 Bravo departure, runway 16, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 1512, QNH 1015.
We got Bravo. Oop. Everyone's boarding now. That's not my internet connection that's making him sound like that.
Austrian 4 to Golf, readability
No,
2
it's
out
him.
of
Okay,
5.
good. Alright, I'm just calling it up in my flight plan here, but
Austrian 4 to Golf, I think that should be better now. We cleared to Athens, there's
it's
1 Bravo
terrible.
departure out of 16, climb 5,000, squawking 1512, QNH 1215.
Austrian 4 to Golf, read me correct.
So this one wants us at 350. Anyways, should be okay. So we'll be going directly to No Hat. And then to V-Bell.
And Austrian 1 to, correction, Austrian 4 to Golf, it's ready for push and start out of Foxtrot 16 uniform on board.
Austrian 4 to Golf, for
16.
pushback and startup, contact Wien Radar 134675, servus.
134675, thanks and search, Chinta check.
Omar. L187. Rodon.
For push and start, Austrian 55
He just told people to go to another frequency for that.
Austrian 55 for pushback and startup, contact Wien Radar 134675, servus.
Bunch of amateurs online today.
Thank you. Austrian 55.
Austrian 05 Charlie, also ready for push.
Austrian 05 Charlie, same for you, for pushback and startup.
My goodness,
contact
is no
Wien
one
Radar
listening to this guy?
134675, servus.
134675 for Austrian 05 Charlie, thank you, have a good day.
We'll just do that for now.
Thank you.
Flight number is AUA9er.
Wien delivery Swiss Alpha Mike information uniform request clearance to Geneva.
Swiss 9 Alpha Mike,
Make it 50.
Wien delivery servus, information uniform,
360.
cleared Geneva, Sowil 2 Bravo departure, runway 16, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 1000, QNH 1015.
So now everything is
Cleared Geneva, Seoul to
check
Bravo
the warmer
runway
temperature.
16, climb 5,000 feet, 1000, QNH
Seems to be
1015,
averaging around
Alpha.
minus
Swiss 9 Alpha
46.
Mike, read me correct.
Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure an on-time departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board.
So the radar is 134675.
This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Good morning, Wien delivery, your rings 276, ready to check.
Your rings 276, read 5.
Ground temperature is not 14. Initial climb you said was 5,000? Looked like at 5,000 feet. Gonna wait on performance figures here. We can put the preliminary data in the meantime. So runway 16, preliminary information. Packs will be on. So it will be 61, 2 down 0.3. Oh wait, first let's put in the zero fuel weight, 60.8. Zero fuel weight Mach is 31.7. Block fuel 8.2 on the dot. And then we go to the performance, and we said we're flexing a temperature of 61, 2 down 0.3, 2. Let's make 1 plus F. 61 down 0.3. $55 and $56. For now, that'll have to do.
Austin 05 Charlie, ready for taxi.
Austin 05 Charlie, taxi holding point runway 16 via Whiskey.
Cabin
Whiskey holding point 1605 Charlie.
any remaining ground crew, please leave.
You're in Photo Golf, ready for taxi.
Turn Porto Golf behind the company on the left side, runway 16 via Whiskey.
Yeah, and company 16. By the skiing, Austrian Photo Golf.
Austrian 55 taxi to
Turn 55 behind the company ahead, runway 16 via Whiskey.
All right, they're closing all the doors, so let's get the
company,
APU
traffic,
going here.
runway 16 with Whiskey.
Wait
Austrian
for the
55.
flap open sign. Taking long. There we go. Start the APU. Call up our checklist.
Austin 05 Charlie, 150 degrees, 11 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 1605 Charlie, thank you.
And drop the PCA. Waiting for the APU before we can ditch the external power. APU's online. Just confirm that it is going to click over. There we go, and we can tell them to remove the GPU. All right, let's get the checklist out of the way. Batteries, interior lights, chocks, parking brakes, parking brake. Accumulator pressure's checked. Parking brake is on. Chocks are still in place.
Austin Photo Golf, auto ready for taxi.
Wipers
Turn Porto Golf behind departing
off,
company, line up runway 16 behind.
landing gear down, plus the
Everybody,
idle engine mode
traffic,
select.
landing up with behind runway 16.
Oh, it's got a terrible signal. Engine mode selected normal, weather radar should be off. Yeah, they're all off here. Spoilers are disarmed and
Morning,
track
radar,
deck
Eurowings
flaps to zero.
276. Request
Responders on
pushback.
standby. TCAS
Eurowings
standby.
276, Airbus push and start approved, facing
Powers
east.
on APU now.
Push
Aiders
start
on
approved,
nav.
facing
Ground
east,
control
Eurowings
on. Boost
276.
supply on. Air conditioning. So go ahead and turn on the air
Wind
conditioning
55
now.
behind departing company, line up runway 16 behind.
And
Okay.
nav
Company
local
line
lights,
up
no
and wait
smoking,
runway.
emergency exit lights, ECAM, radio panics,
behind.
fire test.
Austin
Oh, we
55.
didn't do the fire test. My bad.
Wind 4 to Golf, 150 degrees, 11 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 16, Austin protocol.
Is it going to kill my APU?
Wind
if I
05
do
Charlie,
that? I'm
radar
not sure.
contact
In
report
case it's gonna
passing
kill the APU, I'm
altitude,
not gonna
climb
do the
level
fire test.
230.
Well, let's just put
Retain
the
2000, climb
the
230,
GPU
05
back online here and do the. Never did all the fire tests. My bad. APU is still running. That's fine. All right. So fire test, non-stator lights, circuit breakers, gear pins, covers. Okay, before I start checklist, so let's get the pushback requested here. APU bleed is on. Barrel references checked and well set and checked. Fuel quantity. Was checked. Takeoff data is set. Oh, we'll update the takeoff data shortly. Seatbelt signs are on. Windows, doors, everything is closed.
Wind 55, 150 degrees, 11 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Seatbelt signs, windows, ground power, external power, GPU, fuel pump.
Wind 4 to Golf, radar contact report passing altitude, climb level 230.
Accumulator pressure was checked. Parking brakes are on. Trucks are removed. Thrust levers auto. Transponders auto. Beacon lights can come on. And we'll go. Green radar, good day. Austria 9er Lima, stand Foxtrot 32, ready for taxi. Correct sheet, push and start. What's wrong with me? Did you not hear me?
9er Lima, hello, report position.
Stand Foxtrot 32.
9er Lima, thank you, push and start approved, blue line.
Push start approved for the blue line. Austria 9er Lima. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make sure we do a custom push back for that. So yeah, we're ready for push.
55 radar contact, report passing altitude, climb level 230.
So we'll quick edit the push back because I just want to make sure it's going to for sure put me on the blue
I think
line.
1,500 feet, climb 230, Austin 55.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
It's released, right? Oh, we didn't do the trucks yet. Trucks released.
Release parking brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
Wind 4 to Golf, cleared direct Asin.
Direct Austin.
All right, we'll start number 1. Into rotation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you
Light
as
off.
we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
Sounds are amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, A320, please pay attention to illuminated signs and instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about
Good start on 1. Starting 2.
Please set parking brakes.
race position.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Race. There are 8 emergency exits on
Into rotation.
the cabin crew
hearing 276, request taxi.
Hearing 276, taxi rolling point runway 16 via Lima and Whiskey.
Taxi rolling point runway 16 via Lima, Whiskey, hearing 276.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, it's all close enough, the latest load sheet, so we don't need to make any difference or changes or updates to the performance figures. They're all started, so we're going to go to normal. Drop, he said it's all clear around us, so we're going to drop the flaps to 1. I don't know where he is, unless he's hiding behind the
Wind radar Cessna
post. There he was, there he is.
ready for push and start.
There's the gear pin.
Cessna Alpha Mike, Servus, push and start approved, blue line.
Push and start approved, blue line, Cessna Alpha Mike.
I'm going to get my controls in the within reach here. Alright. Let's check the controls here. Full down on the elevators, center, full up, center, full right on the ailerons, center, full left on the ailerons, rudder, full left, center, full right, center, and we need to be at down 0.3. Down 0.3 set. Alright, off to start checks.
Charlie, nothing further, monitoring, come, bye-bye.
Parking brake, engine mode selector, normal APU bleed.
Nothing for the Golf, nothing further, Unicom, Servus.
Off, APU cub off, flight controls, anti-ice spoilers.
Wind radar, good day, KLM 486, passing flight level 200 for 170 inbound, Whiskey 651, we have information uniform.
Okay, we're ready for
KLM
taxi.
486, hello, uniform correct, ILS approach runway 11, descent level 120.
120, KLM 46.
Austrian 9 Lima, ready for taxi.
Austrian 9 Lima, taxi rolling point runway 16 via Whiskey.
16 via Whiskey, Austrian 9 Lima. Alright, so sights on, brakes off, off we go. Why are they giving me the all clear already? Hear that. Well, cabin is ready. So via Whiskey, there's the blue line. It sidesteps onto the yellow.
55, nothing further, monitoring, Unicom, bye-bye.
Will be
55 Unicom, thanks for the sandwich, bye-bye.
Is this 16? Yeah. So it'll be a left turn onto Whiskey.
KLM 486, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1015, cleared ILS runway 11.
5,000 feet, QNH 1015 and cleared ILS 11, KLM 46.
This wasn't Whiskey, this is Echo. Oh this is Whiskey coming up, I think. I mean, we are in Whiskey. Right? Why does it say Echo? No, this is... Yeah, Whiskey. My bad. Well, I'm really messing up this flight. This should be Whiskey, I think. Yeah, it was my first left. Yeah, moron.
Austrian 9 Lima, 150 degrees, 11 knots, runway 16 cleared for takeoff.
16 good for takeoff, Austrian 9 Lima. Alright, so we have been cleared already. The cabin crews told us they are ready to go. go. We'll ding them. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. I could have taken that left, but anyways. Let's do a config test here. Let's go on to TARA, turn you on, auto on, and let's go ahead and just put on all our bright lights.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, sorry for the pushback here at Fenix.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, straight ahead, hold shot whiskey.
Say again first, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, taxi straight ahead, hold shot of whiskey.
Straight ahead, short of whiskey, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
Alright, so before takeoff checks, well, let's first check that there's no one coming or going. Doesn't look like it. So cabin is ready, brake temperature is checked, instrument selector, normal, facts are on, weather radar, TCAS, auto brakes, exterior lights, strobes, takeoff config,
Kilo, Servus, Victor, correct, expect ILS, runway 11, descent level 130.
takeoff checks desk.
Expecting ILS 11 and descending flight level 130, Austrian, 816 kilo.
Alright, off we go.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, continue via whiskey, holding point runway 16.
Continue via whiskey, holding point runway 16, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
Your rings 276, line up runway 16.
Line up runway 16, your rings 276.
Hundred knots. That's crazy. How does it know I'm on the center line? U1 and rotate. Buzzer rate, gear up. Go straight on the autopilot, so I'm gonna do all the other little bits and bobs.
Wings 276, 150 degrees, 12 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16, cleared for takeoff, your rings 276.
Nana Lima, radar contact report, passing altitude, climb level 230.
Climbing through flight 1009, correction, 1900, and climbing flight level 230, Australia.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, line up runway 16.
Line up runway 16, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
I'm nervous. Sort of fumbling over myself here. Where's the... Get rid of the tablet, there we go. Okay, flaps can come up. Okay, no climb restrictions, so that's fine. We've got TARA. Disable the spoilers. Motor brakes are automatically disarmed. Internal taxi lights off. Wide attendants can move around. It's a little bit bumpy, so we're going to keep people in their seats.
Wings 276, radar contact report, passing altitude, climbed 9,000 feet.
Passing 1,500 and climbing 9,000 feet, your rings 276.
Very
This is
bumpy.
9 Alpha Mike, 150 degrees, 12 knots, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16, cleared for takeoff, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
Wings 276, proceed direct Amabi.
Proceed direct Amabi, Airix 276.
Position altitude is 10,000 feet.
That's an 816 kilo, direct Whiskey 651.
Direct Whiskey 651, Austrian 816 kilo.
Eurings 276, climb level 240.
Climb level 240, Airix 276.
$10,000 feet, so pull for standard. All the other bright lights can come off.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, radar contact report passing altitude, climb 9,000 feet.
Climb 9,000 feet, passing 2,500, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
Check to see that we are
That's an 816
pressurizing.
kilo, descent altitude 10,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Climbing.
10,000 by 1015,
Delta
Austrian
V
816
is
kilo.
3.6 psi, and the cabin is currently
KLM 46
2,500.
established on work riser, runway E11.
The off to take what checks, which I forgot to do. Exterior lights as required. Landing gear is up, no lights. Thrust levers are in climb mode. Engine mode selector is normal. Flaps have been disarmed. Flaps. Spoilers have been disarmed. Flaps
KLM 46, thank you, 150 degrees,
still
1 to
on.
runway 11, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway E11, KLM
NTIs
46.
off. ECAM status has been checked. Exterior lights are as required. Barrel reference has been set to standard. Once again, the ECAM status looks fine. Recall. Oh, no. See the wing still bouncing around a little bit.
This is 9 Alpha Mike, direct drawn.
Still a decent amount of turbulence out there, so we're going to keep the fasten seatbelt sign on.
Direct Trown, this is 9 Alpha Mike.
Nana Lima, nothing further, monitor Unicom. Bye bye.
How about Unicom? Thanks. Have a good day. Nana Lima.
That's an 816 kiloton, right heading 010, vectors for approach.
Right heading 010, vectors for approach, Austrian 816 kilo.
This is such a good flight earlier. Almost everything went perfectly. If not perfectly, and now I'm screwing everything up here for this flight. Very typical. In fact, let's see if my mic is actually on. Did I? Alright, so I didn't forget that. Although the volume levels seem quite high. I hope you guys are hearing me. Right? Excuse me. Turn it down a little bit. Check, check, 1, 2. Alright. Optimum is 340. So I should have asked for 340. Let's stick to 340 for now. It'll do 360. It's fine. It'll be a small little penalty, but it can't be that bad. Flight level change up 1. Not available. Should be fine. Armin 360, we've done the after takeoff checks. Aircraft's configured now for the flight. It's officially lunchtime here where I am at, so as usual, I'll be leaving you guys for a few minutes while I break for lunch. Feel free to do the same, and hopefully you'll join me later for the approach and landing into Corfu. So for your reference, it's currently 10:30 UTC, and we're estimated to be there around 11:39. So it's pretty much just over an hour before we reach our destination. So probably about, let's say, 40 minutes from now before we start our descent. So see you then, hopefully. For now, I'll leave you with the, let's see, what view shall we leave you guys in? I think just because we're climbing and I need to still keep an eye on the aircraft, we'll put it, or leave it here in the cockpit until I get back. BRB.
please ALS runway 11, Austrian 55.
Austrian 55, continue approach, one aircraft on shop 5.
Continue approach, Austrian 55.
And Austrian 55, speed is your.
It's fine, Austrian 55, thank you.
Radar, good morning, Romeo Alpha 01711, forward traffic, ready to copy ATC, clearance of the group.
Tango back 82 runway.
Austrian 05 Charlie, Project XQ, stand of choice.
Tango Charlie, thank you, Philip, have a good day.
Austrian 55, runway 11, clear land, wind is 250 degrees, 8 knots.
Thank you.
All right. Back at it. We're a little late off the blocks. Okay, I don't know what is going on with the sound today. I might cancel the stream. Things don't seem to be going very well. For some reason the sound is doing this weird. Just check if it's still doing it. Okay, I mean, it seems to be working now. Another beautiful part of the world here. It's probably good no one watches me. I'm such a mouth breather. That's an interesting airport. What airport's that? Oh, it's Tivat. It's actually a handcrafted airport in the sim, and I think there's custom scenery for it as well. There's a new airport released recently, I think Dubrovnik or something. Looks really good. So you can see our top of descent. It's almost that time. Let's get ourselves ready. Should have done that a little bit earlier. Check what runway is still being used. It's like the northerly runway. I'm just trying to find a arrival, a suitable one. Okay. I think we will take so first of all, it's going to be runway 34. I think it's to Juliet, the PTAS to Juliet arrival. Seems a bit more simplified. It takes me to BDEX, which is an initial fix on the RNAV arrival for the runway. So it's RNAV. That'll be the PTAS to Juliet. There it is. And the BDEX transition. RNAV 34 BDEX, Beta 2 Juliet, go. Yeah, we'll get there. So top of descent, has that moved at all? It's a little bit further away now, it seems. Refresh the descending winds. And upload them. And for our performance figures, we'll get the weather from the Atsu. It's going to be QNH 1014, temperature of 34, so it's nice and hot there. Perfect for a summer vacation, at least if it's going to the beach. Transition flight level, is it really 50? Stick with 142. Yeah, transition level is set by ATC. The altitude is 5,000, so I think we can do 110. We'll do full flat landing. And the MDA is 770. I want to force tune KR. Okay, no need. We're good. We're coming up to Limja. If we can also just make sure, just do a quick little field check once we reach Limja. We need to have about 4.1 in the tanks. We have 4.5 right now. Seems like we'll have at least that when we get there. So it feels still good. Okay, we're gonna get an early start to our descent here. MSA. The highest one is 8,200, so we'll cap ourselves at 9,000 and start our descent. F approach, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before, or at least haven't noticed it before. Why is that still in meters? I guess we can keep it there because we have one in feet. It's weird that it doesn't count down. The hundreds. That's our destination out there. Gonna have a slight tailwind. If I look at flight radar 24, it seems like runway 34 is the favored runway for landing at least. So I want the view reset. There we go. This flight simulator does some strange things sometimes. So it'll be runway 34, dry, push the METAR data, fly it. Landing weight, I mean, we're currently what? I think it's 61, 65.1. So let's make it 64.5. Or you can see we're just gonna make it if we're using the low brakes. If we use max reverse, it brings it in just a little bit as well. We'll have to use medium braking to get us to stop in good time. Started our proper descent now. You see, I don't know why it's now nose diving. I gave it a head start so that it doesn't have to nose dive. Alright, so we're going to use medium auto brakes post landing because it is going to be a short runway. Not terribly short. The runway I landed on earlier today in Australia was much shorter. Go check out that stream. That definitely went a lot better than this one. Don't die on me. Stop freezing. Why is it doing that? Something's happening here. I'm going to go ahead and go to (1084). Airport should be there. Got close to over speeding there. CORFU traffic, Austrian 9er Lima is 25 miles north of the field, descending to flight level 150 on the PTS 2 Juliet arrival for runway 34 CORFU traffic. So it happens when you allow yourself to get distracted. It's hard tune KRK.
Shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing.
Should make the 250 restriction below 10,000 feet. Okay, there's 10,000 coming up. Below 2,250 knots. We're going to turn the landing lights on. I'll go ahead and tell the flight attendant to start preparing for landing. Checklist time, TCAS, landing data, ECAM status, barrier reference, and exterior lights all checked. All done. Still normal. about BDEX, we don't want to be lower than 4,000 feet. Slow descent rate, and we can bring the spoilers back down. Right, leveling off at BDEX, we're approaching the flaps 1 speed. So flaps 1. You'll only see the slats coming out for this one.
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Copy that. IONS traffic, Austrian 9er Lima is passing BDEX for the RNAV runway 34, currently 4,000 feet. IONS traffic. Slowly start drifting down to 2,900. We gotta be max 185 before we get to turn to final. We can start slowing to 180 then. Drop the next bit of flaps. We are below 185, passing over KR602. Continue our descent to 2,900. Yeah, I feel like as soon as we're over this KR601, we have to configure the aircraft for a landing. As soon as we basically turn onto our final approach. Comes the turn. Descend down now to 1,700 feet. Drop the wheels.
2,500.
VREF is 142. Oh, very windy. I'll make it maybe 145 just to add a little bit of an extra buffer. What was that? Are we locked off now? Do we get an LS? Looks like it. So we should be able to technically arm the approach for this one if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So we go down all the way with the flaps. Let's see if this thing will fly us down. It says GS and lock, flight paths, I think. We should be good. Alright, so spoilers are armed, auto brakes are medium, armed, and the flaps are down, the gears are down, the lights are as they should be. Are we descending? No, we are not. We're going to take over manually here. I think it's because we have to capture the localizer first. That's fine. We'll fly manually now. IONS traffic, Austrian 9 Lima, final approach runway 34 right. IONS traffic. Correction, runway 34. IONS. Where did I get 34 right from? Now it's got the localizer, and it'll capture the glide slope when it can. Chasing the glide slope here. By 1,000 feet, we should technically all be within 1 dot of everything. Now we're within 1 dot. So we're good there. Okay, there we go. Within 1 dot. I would say we're still stable enough. We're going for it. Called our final approach. Still 1 dot above, a little bit shy of it, but it's fine.
Minimum.
Land. Still good. I'm happy with it. That's minimums.
500. Four.
Do have a few extra knots of speed on this final approach.
300.
Should shave it off a little bit, but anyways. Now suddenly I'm too low. Alright, don't get too trigger happy. We're good still.
100.
Still good. Very windy.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Ooh. That was a greaser. But can we afford to grease? That's the question. We're at 80 knots. 60 knots. Coming out of the reversers. Reverser stowed. Manual braking now. We've arrived. Let's go and immediately turn on the APU. Slow it down. I can't remember, I forgot to check what stand I normally have set up for us here at this airport, so we'll just come to a stop once we're off the runway. Need to clean ourselves up anyways. Someone else is pushing back, hasn't bothered to announce it. Very nice of him. So yeah, we'll just turn to face the apron here, and then we'll stop and clean the aircraft up. Stop. Brakes on, and let's bring down the spoilers, bring up the flaps. While we let that guy do his thing, let's see if I can find out if I do have a stand programmed here at this airport. LGKR, it's gate 5. It's probably a plane there. If that is the case, we'll just log off because it's a nice gate. I've prepared it up for us. Going to do is move slowly forward. Alright, off the landing checks. I know I didn't do the before landing checks. I did sort of memory one before landing check from my memory. But off the landing checks, brake fans as required. They're going to be off for now. Exterior lights, although I think you only get to put them on when you get to the gate. And they are very hot. So might need them at the gate. Flap spoilers done. Anti-ice not required. Well, off. It's always been off. Engine mode selector, normal. Weather radar, TCAS, APU. And the APU is running now. We can go over to the APU bleed. I think we'll be able to get past it, so let's go. What gate was it now? just go quickly past him. We are in his blind spot. Gate 5, I think I said. LGKR is gate 5. Wingtips are clearing each other. Yay, I don't think this guy's on my parking bay. Oh, he is. Of course he is. Of all the parking bays he could have parked at. We're gonna log off and take our rightful place here. Get some nice outside views, but I can't control the aircraft when I'm in that POV shot. I don't know why. Flight Simulator did that. A little bit more power. Yeah, man. There we go. Brake set, engine's coming off. Welcome to Corfu. Beacon can come off. Exterior lights, brake fans. Why off? I feel like someone said that the brake fans are generally run at the gate. They're very hot, so let's put them on. Brake fans running, and you should be able to hear them once we're outside. Yep. That whine. Yeah, we're going to say that they don't have a PAC or whatever, preconditioned air unit, so we're going to just keep our APU running for now. Get them to put the chocks on. Already on. So sad they took away the external sounds. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. To anyone that may have joined me for this stream, I think this will be the last one for the day. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.